Right, here we have Connnor, and Connnor is the director for Kindling, and I am just excited to ask you quite a lot of questions. I've got a lot of questions for you. Now, I want to know, first of all, I mean, obviously you know where the inspiration came from, yes?
Of course, yeah, personal story, yeah, very personal story.
Okay, and is this personal to you, or?
Yeah, when I was 21, two people close to my friendship group passed away. And it was almost in the grieving of them that I saw my male friends become so emotional and almost tap into feelings that I didn't know they had. So I guess what I wanted to do is put a film out there which showed 21-year-old guys to be actually just real emotional beings and show that we all have that emotional capacity. Maybe sometimes it takes a big event to bring it out, but frankly, a younger audience needs to know that your friends have that ability to cry and tell you they love you and be there for you. So yeah, it's born out of that.
And the truth of it is, in this day and age, it's very difficult to even see that, as lots of things have done over texts and, you know, Instagrams, you know what I mean? Just social media. It's very electronically done these days. So,
oh, totally. And you know, there's nothing like giving your mate a hug and telling them you love them. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what this film's all about. It's about getting outside, being with your friends. You know, someone asked me earlier, like, what would you do if you only had a week to live? And it's all about being with your family and your friends and being together. Like, you know, you don't need to do all the celebratory, like, big go travelling or anything. Just be with your loved ones. And I guess that's what the message of the film is, yeah.
Okay, and I've also heard it's a real tearjerker. Is this true?
It is, but, you know, I set myself a task of trying to make a happy film about death. You know, because you know, everyone's born, everyone dies at some point. And I think I'm trying to make a film about grief, being like, look, if you can celebrate grief and look at the people who have died in a positive light, you can celebrate them and actually think that it's not just sad that they died, but you learned something from them and you had an experience with them while they were alive. And yeah, the film's as much about celebrating their life rather than it is about mourning the death. So yeah, I think it's a tearjerker, but it's a happy tearjerker-ish. We'll see.
Okay. Now, obviously, as the director, are you happy with how things turned out in the end?
I think so. You know, like, what's been sort of tragic. Sadly, I made the film about my 5 male friends, and sadly one of them passed away about a year ago after we had finished making the film.
Oh, wow.
And I think to have had that experience and to have made the film and now be watching the film after going through that, I look at it and I think, yeah, I still feel that way. So I guess I'm really proud that the feelings I feel like I conjured on screen are still how I feel about my friend who's just passed. So yeah, there's a pride in that, definitely. Yeah.
That sounds like a bit of a mixed emotion thing going on.
Yeah, it's huge, you know, like, my friendship group I grew up with, they're all here tonight, and, you know, we've lost 3 people really close to us in our 20s. It's not meant to happen, and I think we're all stronger for it, and we're all proud of the fact, not proud of the fact that people have died, but proud of the fact that we've got closer from it, and yeah, that should be celebrated. So there's loads of mixed emotions, because actually we're closer because we've lost that, you know, so I guess that's the message of the film, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I don't know yet, but yeah. I'm gonna
find one of them. Yeah, it's a bit of a tearjerker, I guess. Yeah.
I can honestly say, just watching the trailer, because the trailer gives us a bit, but it doesn't give us all. I mean, I don't even know how can I put it? What he potentially has got, or anything like that from the trailer.
Yeah. So we partnered the film with Movember, and the lead character in the film has testicular cancer, but testicular cancer is one of those cancers that actually it doesn't kill you from getting it, it spreads.
Okay, that's enough. I don't want to hear anymore at the moment.
No, it's good to know, honestly, because that's the message of the film, you know. Like,
and I say that because I just don't want you to spoil it for me.
Oh no, basically, a lot of men who die from testicular cancer, it's because they don't talk about it, because it's when it spreads. And it's like, God, what a more masculine way to die than not talking about something. You know, people will feel something wrong and be like, shit, what do I do? I'm just going to ignore it. And that's when it spreads and that's when it kills you. So the message of the film is all tied up in that as well, yeah. So it's, yeah, that's why we partner with Movember.
Please just teach me something.
Yeah, it's big, yeah. It's you know, the biggest reason that people die from it is not talking, and it's such a male thing to not talk. You know?
And that really is. So where exactly is this cancer in in the male that died?
It starts in the testicular cancer starts. Okay. Yeah. So it starts in the testicles, then it can spread to your lymph nodes, spread to your basically it just spreads from there and goes upwards. It's pretty, you know, that's the.
Aggressive?
It is once it spreads, but it's not when you find it. That's the biggest shame as such. Like, if you can find it quickly, it's really
it's treatable.
Really treatable. It's when it spreads and that's what happens to our lead character. It's when it spreads that it becomes fatal.
Okay. Well, I've just learned something today.
That's the message of the film. It's trying to get men to talk up, check themselves. That's why we partner with Movember, like know thy nuts and check yourself, and hopefully the film can have a good message in that regard.
Yeah, it's really powerful what you're saying, Connnor, because you're right. Men is somebody. Well, they're a species that don't like to express their feelings just naturally. So, as you say, hopefully this can be a film that can kind of bring something out of you guys.
That's my hopes, and that young men and women can see it and see a representation of masculinity that they can aspire to be, or for women know that's out there. People who can talk, be emotional, and that is something to aspire to be, I guess. Yeah.
I'm excited. What can I say? Connnor has done it. You've done it, Connnor.
I'm trying to do it still, but I'm really proud to have it out there. It's so nice to be here tonight and have everyone see it finally. 8 years in the making, so yeah.
8 years.
8 years, yeah. I was 21 when we started it, so I'm about to turn 30. So it's been a process. Yeah.
It really has. Be proud of yourself, Connnor.
Yeah, I
really do. Anyway, this is Connnor, the director of Kindling, and I look forward to watching the film. And just thank you so much, Connnor.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.